Okay, so we're going to read Let It Grow today. This is our short read two for our first week. If you take a look, you'll notice that this is by Lisa Benjamin, who we've already read some articles by earlier in the year in different units. I believe she wrote some of our articles in the community unit about Florida and St. Augustine. All right, I am also going to take note that this is informational social studies, so this is a non-fiction story. I'm going to take a look through some of my pictures, and I see lots of food and the captions, fruit, vegetables, other goods. If I look at some of these other pictures, I see some more fruit and vegetables. I see the caption down here about farmers. So this is definitely, in my opinion, focusing on the farmers markets. And when I look at our title of the text or the subheading, I see it's Let It Grow, the booming business of farmers markets. I'm also thinking about booming. It kind of makes me think of exploding or growing. Like if they say business is booming or business is booming, that means it's good. There's lots of business happening. I'm also thinking in my head farmers markets. I know like in Downers Grove in the summer, they have farmers markets, and I'm aware of that you can buy fruits and vegetables and flowers and different things that people choose to sell at the farmers markets, and it's mostly locally grown, which is kind of the appeal to the farmers market. And it's usually in the town, in the center of town. It's like a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning or a Friday afternoon. Different towns have it on different days. But the key word is that it's local. So it's fresh and it's supporting the community. What I'm thinking about is our essential question is about choice. If I dance back here, what do our economic choices tell us about ourselves? So as I'm reading this, I'm going to be thinking about choice. What choices are offered or being talked about or being offered in this story? So here we go. Make this a little bit smaller as I write. All right, one local business that keeps growing today is the farmers market. In the last 10 years, the number of towns and cities that have farmers markets has doubled. Today, the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, lists more than 8,000 farmers markets, and that number keeps growing. Why have these markets become such a hit? Consumer choice. One choice is to eat more healthfully. Studies show that we need to eat fresh greens, fruits, and vegetables. Fresh produce is a healthful part of our diet. The USDA now suggests eating more fruits and vegetables than it did in the past. As a result, the demand for fresh produce has gone up over the last 20 years. Grocery stores report that fresh produce sales have tripled since the 1990s. Farmers markets are also meeting this demand. At a farmer's market, consumers can buy the fresh produce they need to eat healthfully. In paragraph 2, you should have been able to find a cause and effect example, and I'm hoping you are making some connections with supply and demand, what we were talking about in social studies before we left for the coronavirus break. All right, paragraph 3. There is another reason for this success. People are not just making healthful choices for their bodies, they are also trying to make good choices for their communities. For example, they buy local food. This is a good way to support their local farmers. Food writer Michael Pollan reports, we've had an explosion of farmers markets. By shopping at a farmer's market, you support local agriculture, which has a great many benefits. You keep farmers in your community. You keep land from being sprawled with houses and shopping centers. You also have the experience of shopping in a farmer's market. So in paragraph 4, benefits is kind of what you're looking for there. So if you're trying to look for some key details, maybe you can look for the benefits of a farmer's market. Paragraph 5. So how does a farmer's market work? Early in the morning, trucks arrive at a local plaza or designated spot. The trucks are packed with countless fruits, vegetables, and other fresh goods. First, the farmers park their trucks. So just a hint, as you are reading, you should be annotating these sequence words. You're going to see several as we move forward here. Next, they begin to unload their produce. I'm on the next page. The farmers then arrange their produce on spotless stands. Once the produce is displayed, the farmers hang out signs. The signs list their products and the prices. The customers have arrived, so it's time for the farmers to do another part of their job, become salespeople. Most of the farmers have spent time getting to know their customers. That's good business sense. People tend to buy more from people they have bought from before. Another reason the farmers take the time to know their customers is that it helps them make good business decisions. They found out what their customers like and what they can spend. For example, if customers buy a lot of produce for making salads, then some farmers will begin to sell affordable products that go with salads. They might sell fresh bread or homemade dressings. They stock their stand with items their customers will need and want. Paragraph 9. Farmers markets meet a demand. They supply fresh local produce that provides a benefit to consumers. People who want to eat healthful food grown by locals can buy it at a farmer's market. At a farmer's market, the customers and farmers talk and share ideas. A customer may become loyal to a certain farmer. The customer then prefers to buy that farmer's brand. Loyal customers tend to buy new products from a farmer they trust. The sales of these new products help grow the farmer's business. Farmers markets are usually held at the same time on the same day each week. People look forward to going to the market. It is a social event. They meet friends, they snack on food samples. Sometimes local musicians play. Everyone has fun. The farmers market is the new public square, notes Pollen. You support a lot of values when you shop at the farmers market. All right, there is a doc in Google Classroom that you can grab if you need assistance annotating. It's going to give you some things to look for. All right, make sure you screenshot your annotations and post to Seesaw so I can see your brilliance.